Picture yourself entering a city road at rush hour. Horns echo, cars push forward, and bikes surround you from all sides. For newcomers, this chaos feels overwhelming. In this talk, we explore how young people adjust, manage stress, and build the skills to move with confidence.
Moving from the countryside to a big city brings many challenges. One of the most visible is the culture of traffic. In the village, streets are quiet, wide, and simple. In the city, roads are crowded, noisy, and sometimes chaotic. The first feeling for newcomers is often shock because the difference is huge. Many students describe their first weeks in the city as overwhelming. They feel lost in a sea of cars, buses, and motorbikes. Noise comes from horns, voices, and engines. Pollution from smoke makes breathing harder. This sudden change creates confusion but also curiosity to learn new ways of moving. In the countryside, traffic feels personal. You meet familiar faces and move at a slow pace. In the city, the rhythm is fast and stressful. People rush to work or study, and there is no time for long talks. This new rhythm forces young people to adapt quickly. Adapting means accepting that traffic is part of city life. It is not only about moving from place to place, but also about sharing space with thousands of strangers. To survive, you must change your habits and learn new skills. This is the first step in city integration. City roads are complex. For students who are new, learning them is a long process. Digital maps like Google Maps become essential. With one click, you see the best route and the fastest time. This technology is a guide that reduces mistakes. It helps students avoid stress when facing unknown streets. Applications for booking rides also play a big role. They allow you to choose a driver, see the price, and follow the journey. For newcomers, this system feels safe because they do not need to ask strangers. Using apps is part of the adaptation to city transport. In the countryside, orientation depends on memory. People know shortcuts, small lanes, and signs in nature. They ask neighbors for help if lost. In the city, however, memory is not enough. Maps and digital tools replace the local knowledge of villages. This shows the difference in lifestyle. Students must accept that learning the city is a gradual process. At first, they follow the app for every trip. Later, they remember key roads and recognize landmarks. This process builds confidence and reduces mistakes. In time, the city becomes less frightening and more familiar. The city often brings heavy traffic jams. During rush hours, cars and motorbikes move very slowly. Rain makes the situation worse with floods on many streets. A simple trip may take double the normal time. This delay creates stress and makes planning more difficult for students. Noise is another problem. Horns sound loudly and engines roar. Dust rises from the road and smoke fills the air. Under the hot sun, waiting in traffic feels painful. These conditions often make people angry and impatient. They must learn to keep calm. Students face these pressures every day. They may feel tired before even reaching class. The combination of heat, dust, and long waits is exhausting. Stress grows when deadlines and exams are near. Transportation becomes not only a physical challenge but also a mental one. Yet difficulties also teach resilience. Students learn to plan earlier, bring water, and protect themselves with masks or raincoats. They grow stronger from facing daily challenges. This resilience later becomes an important skill in both study and work. Traffic in the city requires discipline and patience. Drivers cut lanes, motorbikes squeeze between cars, and people rushing without waiting. If they react with anger, the situation becomes worse. Learning to stay calm is necessary. The horn must be used with care. It is a tool for warning, not for showing emotion. Respect is the heart of cultural behavior. Giving way to pedestrians is not just a rule, but also a sign of good manners. Slowing down for buses or ambulances helps save lives. These actions may look small, but they build order on the street. When students practice respect, they also receive respect back. This makes the road safer for everyone. In the countryside, the style is different. People often stop to greet neighbors or even talk in the middle of the road. They can wave hands to give signals. Traffic culture is informal and based on trust. In the city, this kind of behavior is impossible. The flow is too fast and strict rules apply. Students must adjust and accept the formal system. City manners are not only about rules but also about attitude. Students who stay polite avoid accidents and conflicts. For example, a smile or a hand wave can calm tension in traffic. This adjustment shows maturity. By practicing cultural behavior every day, young people help shape a friendlier and more civilized city. Traffic culture shows a sharp contrast between countryside and city. In rural areas, rules are flexible. People often depend on habit and personal trust. In the city, the system is strict. Traffic lights, signs, and cameras watch every move. Students must accept that these rules are not optional. They are part of survival in a complex environment. Following city rules requires focus. Drivers must keep to their lanes, stop at red lights, and avoid blocking intersections. Mistakes can cause fines or even serious accidents. In the countryside, a small error may be forgiven. In the city, every mistake affects hundreds of others. This shows why strict discipline is necessary. The lesson is clear. Respect and law are keys to modern traffic. When students obey the system, they protect themselves and those around them. More than that, they learn responsibility and patience. These values are useful not only on the road, but also in study, work, and daily life. Adapting to traffic is a journey of growth. It is more than learning routes. It is about shaping behavior and character. Students who succeed in this adaptation feel proud. They become part of a modern and safe transport culture. The city may be crowded and noisy, but with the right mindset, it also becomes a place of learning and progress.
Sometimes you may doubt yourself, but never forget, you are already making progress. Language learning requires persistence, even on the days when your motivation is low. If you continue with the right method, you will eventually see real results. And remember, results do not always arrive in big steps. Often they appear in small victories. Completing one page, mastering one new phrase, or practicing while you wash your face, all of these are valuable. Be kind to yourself, because every modest effort is a contribution to your future self. Learning is never wasted. It always constructs something within you. Thank you for joining me today. Keep up the practice, and I will see you again in the next episode.